Hi, I'm Heather, and this is knitting update number 30 for Sunday, February 15th, 2026. And I missed yesterday's video. I didn't really have anything to talk about, I guess. And to be honest, I wasn't feeling great. I think maybe it was just a combination of the lymphatic drainage massage, the going out for our anniversary. I don't know, a lot of stuff. I just had chemo. So yeah, I just wasn't in the mood for talking about anything, and then I had nothing to talk about. But I had a great anniversary and Valentine's Day. We went and saw Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie. It was hilarious. We went to Scatterbush for dinner, which is actually one of my more favorite, chain restaurants. It's Italian. And sometimes they have a regional menu, and that's when it seems to be really good. And they had a regional menu and a Valentine's menu on Friday when we were there, and they had this dessert on the regional menu that was just delicious. But anyway, there's like a olive oil almond cake thing. Oh, it was so good. If you have a chance to go to Scatterbush, get that. Okay, I do have something to talk about in terms of what I'm wearing, and that is my Rumi Raglan sweater. I don't remember if I've talked about this or worn it and talked about it. Anyways, this was my first completed project of the year. It was my New Year's cast on, and then I finished it about 8 days later, and that was even I had to rip it back and start basically over. I got to the pretty much the end of the raglan increases and then realized I had made a bunch of mistakes, and I ripped it back to the collar. I used a bunch of different yarns, mostly because I wanted to use this yarn I had in stash. It's a Noro tenon. So I held it with Samila Melange in this dark gray. And then I didn't think I would have enough, so I did contrasting for the collar and the cuffs and the ribbing. And that was in Erica Knight, a tweed yarn held with another BC Garn Melange. Actually, I have all the yarns here so I can kind of show you. So these two are the ones I held together for all the ribbing. And then this is the Noro tenon, but I held it with this Samila Melange. And then I did Briggs & Little Hunter Orange for the contrast. So I really like how it turned out. It was a pretty easy knit, actually. So I've been kind of wanting to make another one, but to be honest, I don't love the fit of it. I love how it looks on the pattern designer. Whenever I see her wearing it in her Instagram videos, I'm like, yeah, I love that sweater. And then every time I put it on myself, I'm like, I don't know about this. One second. I like the fabric and everything. I love the marling. There's so many things I do love about this sweater, but it's just the fit that I feel like I'm not 100% on it. But I also think the problem is I knit everything pretty much to the pattern specifications, and I think the sleeves are too short. So, and then the other thing is I've only steam blocked it, but I think now I'm really wanting to block it. And then that was actually one of my goals for this week, knowing that I would probably wear it today to the craft and movie thing. But I didn't have a chance to because I was really barely even home this week with our sewage stuff and then all my appointments. So it still has yet to be properly blocked, and I think that would really help because the sleeves are they're just too short. I want it to comfortably hit almost at my wrist, but I feel like I can pull them down, but then they kind of just bounce back up to being more of a almost 3/4 length sleeve. And I think with how bulky this sweater is, I just don't really like that look. But I am going to wear it today. I also keep hoping that by wearing it, it'll kind of relax or stretch out a little bit, but that hasn't happened, which is good, I guess. Yeah, this is going to be a long video because I wasn't really going to do any talking, but I wanted to show you that I finished the variations on a triangle shawl for my sample. So I am a little disappointed. I talked about this in my last episode, that I was going to cast on another one for myself, but I feel like so many things didn't work out with this one that I'm really discouraged about making one for myself. And also, I just don't know if I'm a triangle scarf person, or even just I don't know, I'm not big on scarves in general, and then the triangle scarf, I'm so torn. And I just feel like if this project had felt really successful to me, I probably would have cast one on for myself. I don't know, I just couldn't do it. So this is how it turned out. I didn't block it. So this is how it looks. I don't really want to wear it because it's not for me, but it also hasn't been blocked. So actually, yesterday I didn't look at it on, but it is kind of a nice size, I guess, for these triangle scarves. Sorry, I'm happy to be able to hand it off today. I hope she's happy with it. Okay, so then my knitting project for today that I was going to work on at the movies was going to be, I was going to cast on my own scarf like that, but then I flipped and flopped, and even I had a different triangle little shawl scarf pattern that I bought a while ago that I was actually super excited for, so I considered, oh, okay, maybe I'll just cast that on, but I was so like uncertain about what to do, what to bring with, and I do have a sock I can work on, so I'm gonna bring my sock, Pearl Ridge Shorty sock, to work on at the movie. But I did cast on another project that I had been meaning to work on, and I think the disappointment of the variations on a triangle shawl have now pushed me to actually cast on this project that I've been meaning to cast on since I finished this Rumi Raglan. So it's kind of since the beginning of January. And that is the I Want to Hold Your Hand scarf by Cookie Co. And this is, I cast it on. Not much to see. So I'm doing it to match the sweater. So I'm using the leftovers. This is the tweed, and then the BC Garn Samilla Melange in a light gray. This is a chunky cable knit scarf, and the reason why I actually really like this scarf is you knit it as a tube, and then when you get to the end, so I start with a provisional cast on, but that's so that you add these knitted hands on once you're done the scarf. I think I'm going to do the hands in this bright orange, the hunter orange, and the rest of the scarf will just be in these two marled together. So I'm just doing the twisted rib now, and then it's a cable knit. I don't know how challenging the cable knit will be to work on at the movie, but honestly I feel like I probably have a better chance doing a cable knit scarf than trying to do that simple triangle scarf. My plan when I finished the sweater was kind of make it into a whole fit, because the sweater itself is pretty simple, which I do like, but I wanted to kind of have the added fun elements of this matching scarf, and then I was also going to make a matching hat just to sort of use up the yarn, and I think it'd be fun to have matching so I can kind of wear it as a whole thing. And my goal is to have it done for Knit City Toronto, which is mid-March, end of March, March 26th or something. So you know what, this morning when I was being so indecisive, I was just like, you know what, I think I should work on this, at least get it started, and then maybe I can still have my dream of having this whole marled outfit for Knit City. And I think with the orange hands on this scarf, it'll be super fun. I don't know why. Accessories, I'm like so undecided. Like hats are kind of easy for me to decide, but scarves, I just don't know if I like wearing a scarf. So I think it's hard for me to commit to making one. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to work on today. Hopefully I'll have some footage of me and my mom. We're going out for lunch first, and then to the craft and movie. And so this is probably gonna be a long video, so I should just shut up and I'll see you later. Bye.
I don't know, I just like
Okay. So you thought it was like, it could have been mask?
yeah,
Like not that they didn't. It
I
was,
don't know. I don't know, but it's like, even if you know someone's at least that's like feeling one and want something, everyone they're fine, they're all playful.
Oh, looks nice.
You know where you will.
I'm loving it.
Smells delicious.
Did you mind taking on mine?
I did.
Your first name, please.
Where do you want to sit?
That's what I'm waiting for you to pick. Want to be back here or closer?
Go closer.
Is like a beautiful
Sure.